everyone. This is Brad from Board Game Geek. We're here at the North Star Games booth here with Scott Rencher, who's, I guess, covering all the digital stuff here at North Star. We're here to talk a little bit about the Evolution game that you guys have been working on. Can you give us a quick update on where the game is?
Yeah, you bet. We just changed the name of it to the Evolution video game because we've come a long way since we last talked last year. And we're now getting, we're getting pretty ready to start showing to people now. Yeah, so basically what we've done is we've really tried hard to make this not a board game conversion, but a video game. And that anybody can just sit down, start playing. It's intuitive, it makes sense, and the game just gradually builds into the full game. You don't have to have played the board game before to come and play it.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're pretty happy with where it's at. I guess we go ahead and walk through a little bit of it.
Yeah, I'd love to see where it is today.
You bet.
Start at 8 a.m. 2 p.m.
So we got a little host here. We affectionately call him Darwin.
For ticketed holders and generics. No experience necessary.
His job is just to teach us a little bit about it. So the core premise of the game is you got your little creature and you got to keep him alive. If he doesn't eat, he starves. Food is your win condition. The more you eat, the more points you get. Whoever eats the most at the end of the day wins. We just got 1 point. We're on our way. Cards are your resources. We're going to use our cards now to go and add a little bit more population. Still get used to using a Steam controller.
It is kind of tricky.
So now we have 3 mouths to feed, but now we also have competition for food. So it's us against him to see who can eat the most. We'll go eat our food. He takes his turn. 2 of our little population there went hungry. It's a shame.
I like a lot of the contextual animations and stuff to let you know exactly what's happening.
You know, that's what's kind of taken us so much time. We've actually been in development now for 2 years before we're even ready to kind of bring this out. Because we just wanted to really make sure we got all that. Anytime there's a change in the game state, instead of just updating the screen, we wanted to show what was happening so it made sense to people. We wanted them to understand it, and we wanted to try to make everything as intuitive as possible. Every play in the game is just one smooth motion. You grab the card, go to where it's going. So when you get into a multiplayer game at that level, you can play really fast and fluid and get through a game pretty quickly.
Cool. We can keep going through.
Yeah, you know what? This is a tutorial. It kind of goes kind of slow. Let's go jump into the full game here.
Sounds good.
We'll go ahead and start all over.
I like that you're asking kind of players, you know, kind of where they fit in need of tutorial.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely realized it's once you really get into it, there's a lot of depth to the game, and so we wanted to kind of build that slowly. So for people that already know it, we didn't want to make them go through all that, but we still wanted to show just how the user interface works. For people that don't, it takes a little bit more time to get there. So this is the expert tutorial here, which just shows you basically everybody knows how to play already, how to make the basic plays. So we're going to create a carnivore, which is one of the fun aspects of the game. Once you get tired of eating plant food, you can now turn into a meat eater and go attack your opponent and eat them, essentially, to get food. You have to be larger than your opponent to eat them, so I just increased the body size. So we're 2. We're trying to attack our buddy up here that's a body size 1, and now we can go on the offensive. We'll add a little bit more population as well, so we can go eat. And it's just showing the basic plays here. We'll undo. And we'll go make a new critter over here. And now we've got 2 species to feed instead of 1. And now he takes his turn. We went first in the turn order. He's coming after us. It shows him that we're a carnivore. And hopefully ruins his day.
Does have burrowing though.
Well, let's go take him out then before he burrows. So he's got a burrowing defense. That protects him once he eats.
Right.
But while he's still trying to eat, he's vulnerable. He's above ground. So we're going to go take him out before he gets that food and scurries underground. So that'll at least cost him a point. His other species will go feed, and we'll go feed our remaining guy. So that's the game in a nutshell.
It seems like it's come a long way in terms of design and the way things are communicated.
We're pretty happy with how it's coming along. I mean, we spent a lot of time on the single player experience. We still have a lot of things we want to build out to add a little bit more replayability to the game. So we're working on different computer opponents. We're putting boss computer opponents in there. There's a lot of ways to win the game. So now you're going to be up against like the carnivore boss or the defense boss or the food machine. And you got to adjust your strategy and your style to go ahead and play against them. And then we're also building out a campaign with different challenges. Like you go to a desert watering hole, there's no food. You don't deal with it. Or you go to another watering hole, you have to win eating only meat food. If you eat plant food, you're disqualified.
Interesting.
You know, so it's different things we've been mixing up. We got the entire office consumed now with these challenges. So at least we know we can keep them busy with it. It's been a lot of fun. Yeah.
That's awesome. Are you also working on online play? Is that a focus?
We are. It's kind of a little secret. We are going to do a Kickstarter next month to raise some money for the online play. We want to build an online matchmaking system where you just play now, we'll match up with somebody at your skill level. We decided, lobbies are kind of an intimidating environment for a lot of new players. You end up either playing somebody who's played the game a million times or never played it at all. Either way, it's not a real great experience. This way, we'll, boom, play now, we'll put you right into a game with somebody at the right level. So we're going to release the single-player experience next month during our Kickstarter. Everybody in the last day of the Kickstarter gets a copy of the beta. And then we're going to work on doing the campaign and the matchmaker in that closed beta period. After the Kickstarter, we'll go dark again for basically till the first half of next year and work on some of those other pieces.
Great. So I guess if players want to get a first hands on it, that Kickstarter is the best way to do that.
Yeah. September 12th, we kick off.
Okay.
Keep an eye open for it, and we'd love to have as many people as possible come and help us as we shape the game.
Awesome. Well, it's great to see it continue to develop, and we're excited to get our hands on it and really jump in with other players.
Very cool.
Sounds great. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Brad.